Hello everybody, welcome back. I am doing what I love doing most today, and that is testing out a new foundation. I'm gonna be trying out the new L'Oreal Infallible 24-hour fresh wear foundation. This one caught my attention at the drugstore because I usually like L'Oreal foundations. The two that I'm a big fan of are the Infallible Pro Glow and the Pro Matte. Pro Matte I do not have because I've used all that up and I haven't gone out and repurchased yet. But I would say if I had to choose between the two, I would say Pro Matte is definitely my favorite, just because I think it works better for my skin type because I am a little bit oily. But just to talk real quick, because it relates to this foundation, the Pro Matte, as much as I like it, gives you really flawless looking skin, it can be a little bit mask-like. So I don't wear it as often as I would like, but this one says that it's supposed to be an oil controlling foundation that is lightweight. So that is everything that I am looking for. I hear this has some really good reviews. I keep seeing it pop up and everyone's saying it's like their new favorite foundation. So you know I had to try it. So if you guys want to see what this is going to be like on my combination oily skin, keep on watching. And if you are new to my channel, hello, welcome, I'm Trina. Subscribe. All right, now let's jump into the video. Now let me give you a rundown of the details real quick. So there's 30 different shades to choose from. 30 is good. I'm pretty sure that's a step up from the usual Infallible foundations from L'Oreal, so that's awesome. The only thing is that if you expect to walk into the drugstore like I did and see all 30 shades, that's not gonna happen. At least it didn't for me, because I found wow, I almost dropped it. I found the 455. It works. I swatched it on my skin. I think it's pretty good, but I was looking for the 460, but they do not have the 460 built into any of the display units that I saw at any of my stores. So that's a fail, but I think if you are looking for 460, maybe you're like my skin color, check Amazon. I bought mine for $14 Canadian, and that was on sale. I'm pretty sure they usually are about $20 Canadian, and it comes in a 30 ml bottle. And good news, it has a pump, which is amazing because usually these foundations come in a squeeze tube. And now I'm checking out the details from the L'Oreal website. Our most breathable, lightweight formula provides medium to full buildable coverage that lasts all day and allows the skin to breathe. The formula's 3 oil absorbers resist sweat, water, and transfer. The ultra-thin formula goes on smoothly to give a fresh complexion that lasts. Color stays true and blends evenly so your makeup looks fresh all day. The foundation is suitable for all skin types. All right, there's a quick layer of it. Looks pretty good. You see the color, I think right now at this point is working for me. Let's see once I layer it up a little bit more. But it even, like, it took out the redness, but it's still very sheer, but it looks nice. Let me just tell you though, this is very scented. It almost smells like spray deodorant, if that makes sense. Like those old school Secret? I think it's called Secret deodorant, the spray. Yeah, it's strong. But so far, so good. And it's already starting to set on its own. It feels really lightweight on the skin. It's a little bit tacky. I usually like that in foundations. Let's do a little bit more. If you guys watched my last video, you know I've made like a new rule for myself. I'm trying to wear or cut back on the amount of foundation I apply. So I'm going to do less coverage in this video, less than I would usually do, but it already seems to be building up to a pretty nice medium coverage. It looks very natural. And it says to apply it with your fingers or applicator for flawless coverage. So I think I'm gonna try a brush on one side. This is my Fenty foundation brush, love this thing. And on the other side, I'll use the Beauty Blender. Wow, that is looking really nice and smooth. That looks pretty good with a brush application, and I'm not noticing any brush strokes, and there's no dry patches going on, because sometimes when I use a brush with certain foundations, it kind of tugs or pulls at the skin, creating dry patches, but that's not going on. And I would say I'm at about a medium coverage over here, and I didn't even push it to the absolute limit right now. So knowing that I could probably get a full coverage with this, I'm switching over to a beauty blender and we're gonna see what I like better. Honestly, it all depends on the foundation. Sometimes I use my sponge, sometimes I use my brush, but these are two of the ones that I love to use. I love that Fenty foundation brush, love a beauty blender, so we're in good hands. That evened it out really nicely, and you can see what a fresh layer of foundation looks like next to the side that's already started to set. The color definitely deepens. What really blows me away though is how it sets on its own, but it still gives you kind of like a glowy effect. So I almost feel like it's a cross between the Pro Matte and the Pro Glow, which honestly is something I've kind of dreamed of, because the Pro Glow is really beautiful, but I feel like it kind of just slips around on my face. It wasn't a stable foundation that I could wear for a long period of time, whereas this is giving me the nice, healthy glow that the Pro Glow is supposed to, but it's already like locked in place. I'm telling you right now, if I didn't want to, I could get away with no powder. I don't really see a difference between the side that I use the sponge on versus the side that I use the brush on. I think they both look good, so I think it's personal preference. Whichever side you prefer, I would say do that. My blender is shedding. In my fine lines around the mouth, you can kind of see it starting to settle in here, but it's not too bad. On the forehead, man, it's looking pretty good up here. Very hydrated, very healthy looking. It just kind of smooth right over the pores, and I do think it's quite blurring. I was just about to move on to applying my concealer and then a powder to set everything, but then I remembered reading that this had an SPF. I'm pretty sure it was an SPF of 25, but it doesn't say so on the bottle. I'm looking at the L'Oreal Paris.ca website. I don't see anything about here or SPF on here, but when I check out the Ulta website, so like a US website, it says SPF 25. So that makes me confused, number one, but it also makes me want to try taking a photo and see if this has flashback. Yes, it does. Oh no, we were doing so well. Okay, I'm set. It's 3:30. We're starting a little bit later than I wanted to today, but I'm gonna wear it for as long as I can and then come back later and give you my final thoughts. But I am set with my powder now, and you know what? I still look good. I'm not cakey, not at all. Actually, I feel like it's even more blurred. Like my skin looks even more flawless. Now, I did use a really good powder. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish, but I still want to say it's got to do with the foundation formula. I use a little bit of the Nars concealer underneath the eyes, and I think it looks really good. I'm seeing more of a natural finish right now, but that's what I was going for, a very medium but natural finish. I applied a little bit of makeup. I probably applied more than I was planning on it, but I think I still kept it pretty natural. I did a little bit of highlighting of the brow bone. Let me just tone that down a little bit, but I stopped there. I was almost about to do the cheeks, and I was like, you know what? This is a skin focus, not a makeup focus. I'm gonna just keep it to just the foundation today, and I'm kind of glad I did. But I gotta tell you, I'm still a fan of this foundation. It's wearing so nicely. I think my skin looks flawless. It's not tight. It still feels light. That rhymed. And it's like the perfect balance between radiant and soft matte. It's not a flat matte, but it's not overly dewy. It's like smack dab in the middle. I would say the only thing that kind of changed is the color of the foundation. I'm really glad that I ran all over the city looking for the 460, because really, that's not my color. I would say the 455 it's my color, but it kind of went a little bit, it oxidized. It went a little bit darker than my natural color, and I'm seeing a little bit of pink, which I'm not crazy about, but I think that I could make it work if I was to do a little bit more of the highlighting, which I didn't go crazy on today, and that's probably something I would do more of tomorrow, because it's really kind of flat. I don't see much brightness going on underneath the eyes, but again, I wanted this to be a foundation video, so I kept it light so we could really just focus on the skin. It's midnight. I'm a little sleepy. My voice is a little raspy, so bear with me. But there's just one question I need to know, and that is, L'Oreal, what is the secret? Because this foundation is looking pretty good. I turned on the camera, turned on all my lights, which are very bright, by the way, and I was like, whoa, I still look good. The coverage has lasted so well. It's kind of starting to break down maybe up here where the oils are pushing through, but notice how I'm not crazy shiny. And even though it did a really good job at controlling my oils, I still think that someone with dry skin could try this and like it, because it's so light on your skin. I think it would just glide over any dry patches that you have. Maybe just don't use as much powder. Let me look at my notes before I forget anything. Lightweight, check. Long wear, check. Medium to full coverage, check, check. I did more of a lightweight medium coverage. I definitely think you could push this to a full coverage. On some people, this might be a full coverage. Love it. Oil absorbing, check. This gets a 2 thumbs up from me. I cannot wait to try it again. Another thing that's really been bugging me all day, especially after editing the video, now that we're done, I can go in and play around. Man, it needed more brightness in this area. Better. Blotchy, because it's over a powder, but it's better. It was really bugging me. But anyways, I really hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. I post new videos every week. And let me know what you guys thought of this foundation and what is the next one you want to see me review. Please leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.